Alrighty. Just getting ready. Sorry, I'm a little bit late, but we're getting ready. Oh God, I don't need to hear myself. Heck, nabbit. Alrighty, need to fix the restream width. Let's drop this to 100. Go with that. All right, we're starting. Where's Dan? Dan. Oh, Dan's still nice and close. Oh, Verstappen's really pushed himself through. Ricardo's got up a few spots. I think he was in 7th and now he's in 5th. Leclerc's gone around. Oh. So Verstappen really got through on that start. Let me just quickly fix this sports thumbnail. Alrighty, I think I'm almost there. I think I am. Oh, Rio, how you doing? Good morning. Well, good evening to you. To me, it is evening. Sorry, I've had a bunch of things change here recently on my OBS and it's kind of stuffed up a few things. So I'm just trying to get them all under control. That one. Okay, that's there. Alrighty, let's see if that's fixed that issue. But okay, that looks better. Oh, it's QR. How you doing? New name? Rio. That's an easier one. Your other is being repaired. Ah, fair enough. Good to have you here, man. You missed out last race. Did you get to watch it though? Let me just finish up last thing. All right, we should be good now as best as we can get. Alrighty. Now I need to get up. That one. Missed you last week, buddy, but it's good to have you. That's not what I want. You're in training the last couple of weeks. I hope training went well. Oh, I hate this thing. It logs me out every freaking time. New product's awesome. That is great to hear. Fine. Every fucking time. Just trying to set up this thing. It's good. Ricardo did a really good start. So I'm just trying to. W95K. All right, almost ready. Almost under control. All right. I just need to. There we go. Might bring it up just a little bit more, actually. There we go. Alrighty, finally under control. Now I can get to watching it. So Ricciardo had a great start. Verstappen had a great start. Leclerc, I think, had a great start. Perez went back. Ocon, I think Ocon's around about where he started. Alrighty. Bottas, will he get Leclerc? Your boy Bottas has been struggling a bit, Rio. Yeah, it was a really interesting start. Everyone was close. I mean, like I noticed last season that there is so few turn one accidents last year and this year. There've just been so few. Come on, Dan. Is Dan staying with them? Nah, not really. He's dropped back a bit. Oh, wait. Oh, no, he's kind of staying with Bottas. Yeah, he's really been struggling. Like he had a great qualifying last week. Really great qualifying, and it's just he's a big step below, I think, his capability. He's just not racing as good as he should be. So Perez is right behind Ricardo. Come on, Dan. Oh, I need to bring up this again. It's going to be very hard to keep Perez behind Dan. Yeah, he's just lacking. He's just lacking the race speed. Like his qualifying's good. His qualifying's always really close to Hamilton, but his race speed's just nowhere near it. Yeah, exactly. He's yeah, Lando Norris has been showing up Ricardo. I think Ricardo's still getting used to the car. Like I think he was saying he's locking up his tires a lot, but he's got to start getting used to that car. Come on, Dan, keep Perez behind him. I mean, I do say it will be hard to keep Perez behind him, but this is a hard track to pass on. Yeah, he's not used to the car yet, and you know, I don't think Vettel's used to the car yet, and Perez, I don't think's used to the Red Bull yet. Like everyone they're still getting used to the cars. Everyone who made those moves. Yeah, exactly. It's just very hard to pass. Like the only real passing spot is that main straight. But it doesn't seem long enough most of the time. I mean, that's a Mercedes behind a Ferrari, and he wouldn't have got him. That can be a pace car. I know. I like Yuki. Otis, good morning. Yeah, that's gonna have to be a safety car. How you doing this morning, Otis? I know he does cuss like a sailor, which is surprisingly not a very Japanese thing to do. Having some breakfast? Oh, well, enjoy some breakfast and chilling out with some F1 chat. I don't know if you're watching F1 or really care about F1, but every race I do an F1 chat. Yep, there's the safety car. And Rio here is almost always here for it. Thank you very much for stopping in, sorry, Otis. Almost time for the new season of Destiny and getting ready for the raid. Absolutely, Rio. There's always something like this happening. Wow, it just cut out. That Alpha. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I missed Q3. No, I watched it. I didn't notice that. Puncher. That sucks. You wouldn't notice it when you picked it up because they pick it up around the rim. I don't think they would have picked up that puncher. Well, luckily that won't impact them too much, because at least it was a safety car. He should be able to catch up by the time the safety car's out. Twitch froze? Let's see if mine froze. Well, luckily mine's still running at least, so... Hopefully you're back, Rio. Hopefully you're back. Let me know when you're back, Rio. It's still frozen? Oh, you're back. Okay, cool. Okay, ending. Alrighty, here we go again. Verstappen's got control. Come on, Dan, stay with Bottas. Oh, Perez did not have a good start there. Oh, oh. Alrighty, so Verstappen's pulling away again already. He's almost a second away. Hamilton's pulling away from Leclerc. Bottas is staying with Leclerc. What about Ricciardo is not staying with Bottas. Perez is right on Ricciardo's butt. Out of position at the start. I missed that. So far I'm not impressed with Mazepin. Or that's, oh god, that was a frozen thing. I thought a freaking Aston Martin had just stopped on the. Oh, he's too far forward, way too far forward. I'm not a big fan of Mazepin yet. Obviously he's got the nickname already, Mazespin. He's in because of his dad's money. I believe it's his dad who has the money. I'm prepared to give him time to learn. It is, these F1 cars are a lot different to anything you would have driven before. I'm prepared to give him a season and then make my full judgment on him. Because it could just be also that, what is it, the Haas? That Haas I don't think is a very good car either. This track very much suits a Red Bull with its turning capabilities, being able to get away before the straights. Oh, did Lewis? No, he's not in range. Is Hamilton's right on the cusp of DRS, but he's not getting it. It'll be interesting to see how he goes. I see Stroll is one that a lot of people give him a lot of shit because his dad got him in there, but I think Stroll has more skill than he's shown. He's definitely not consistent yet, but when he has a good race, it's a very good race. He could be playing it safe with Max, definitely. Yeah, it's weird though because this is. I mean, he might just be wanting to be staying close to an undercut. But the problem you have staying so close is his tyres are going to go quicker, which means he will have to pit a lot quicker and possibly not be able to make it to the end of the race. Although Hamilton is usually very good with his tyres. Yeah, Stroll has the skill. He's just not consistent yet. When he gets consistent, I think he'll be. I'm not sure if he'll be a world champion, but he'll be a solid F1 driver. I don't like. I think there's more like George Russell, Lando Norris have more chance of being a world champion than Stroll does. Okay, bye. Ugh. Yeah, I think he will as well. I mean, he's already been on the podium, so got podium in oh, Emery blank on the country. The not Yugoslavia, Azerbaijan. I think he got second that day. Steve Hamilton is just wanting to stay close enough to Verstappen and undercut him. I think he needs to drop another second behind him so he can spare his tyres a bit more. And then when it's time to get ready, he can push, get close, do the pit, and push again. That was very easy. Very easy for Latifi then. Yeah, Hamilton's pushing. Hamilton's within DRS zone. Hmm. Lando's kind of just struggling behind Sainz. Are they getting ready to do a McLaren pit? I don't really actually. When I was living in Singapore, I had more. I had a coworker who was really into it. Um, at my current work, one of my not really my boss. I have a dotted line reporting to her. She really enjoys it. Um, so every once in a while we have a quick chat about F1, but on the whole, it's not easy to find co-workers who like F1. It is very rare. Even in a country like Australia, that you know, Australians who generally follow motorsport would generally follow the local V8 supercars, which is kind of like NASCAR in the US. Not as much the F1s. How about you, Rio? Do you have co-workers who enjoy the F1? I mean, you're in the US, aren't you? I expect that to be not a common. I think I was surprised that you liked F1 because there's not many Americans who like. You have three? Lucky bastard. You have three? Yeah, I've never been that lucky. A lot of my mates though like F1, and so we often chat about it. They would often come with me to Singapore to watch the race. One of them only started liking it because of us. Um, but you always argue that's the way of an F1 fan. Who do they like most, Rio? Is it all split between them? Good, Ricardo's keeping Perez over a second behind him now. Yeah. Look like blistering on any of his tyres. He likes Alonso, likes Checo. Alonso's, I'm not surprised people like Alonso. He was around for a long time. Yeah, it's yeah, sort of Alonso. I'm not surprised. That's a common one. Um, Ricardo, I think is reasonably popular outside of Australia, but as an Australian, it's not surprised that I follow him. But I think he's one of those ones that a lot of people like, but it's not the one that's their main outside of Australia because he's just such a likable character. Um, Checo's interesting because I think he's that underdog type guy. He's had the skill, he just never has had the car, and he's still getting used to the car. So I'm still looking forward to seeing what he's like. Really, lucky bastard. So two stop pit windows open now. I think they're going to try and push for a one stop. My brother goes to COTA every year. So my brother's based in LA. He goes to COTA every year. Um, been a number of times now. I've been to Shanghai, Australia, and Singapore. Two of my mates have also been to Malaysia. The ones I really want to go to is Suzuka and Spa. They're like my next goal ones. And then after that, I'll choose the next one and the next one. Might be going for Kota. Well, hopefully Kota happens this year. I'm hoping Singapore happens this year. I'm just kind of fingers crossed that it'll happen. Because if it is, and hopefully there's a travel bubble between Australia and Singapore, and I can go over and see my friends and go from there. Which one's that one? Which country is that based in again? I don't always know all the names to the actual track. Côte d'Ivoire. I know the name though. Oh, Monaco. Okay, yeah. Monaco is definitely one I want to go see. But such an expensive one to go see, like I'd have to save up so much to see. But that is definitely that's high on the list of things to see. And the problem with Monaco is I have no idea where I'd want to sit because you just see so little. And the grandstands are so expensive. So I don't know where I would want to watch Monaco. That's the hardest thing about Monaco. One I really do want to see is Vietnam. Me and some of the guys, when I still had a job and I was still in Singapore, we were going to look at doing Vietnam and do the Paddock Club in Vietnam. Yeah, definitely on my bucket list. Spa's a definite bucket list for me, and so is Monaco. They're like the ones that I'll definitely go to at some point in time in the future. Ham's still sticking with Verstappen, but not really pushing. Yes, you told me about that, lucky bastard. Are we lined up for Monaco this year? Let me have a look. Can't remember what's in and what's not. Hungary, Austria, Turkey, Netherlands, Italy, Singapore. No Monaco this year. No Monaco. That kind of sucks. But they're probably just more not wanting. It'd be interesting to wonder if the health system would in Monaco would be able to handle a massive COVID thing, because I think a lot of people in Monaco would go to different countries to do go to hospital. Not saying that Monaco's bad at all, but there's just so many options around. You could just jump on a plane and go anywhere. Yeah, it kind of doesn't surprise me. I think that it'd just be a massive risk for somewhere like Monaco where everyone lives such on top of each other. Um, yeah, I think it'd be very tough. And I think they rely, I wouldn't be surprised, and I don't know this for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if they rely on other people, these rich people, just going other places for their medical stuff. Um, Interesting. Should look that up one time. So Hamilton's definitely closing on Verstappen now. Who is this? This is... So Vettel's just gone past Gasly? Yeah, Perez is... he's not within he's not within DRS or Ricardo. I like that. Bottas is just pitted. Okay, so what are they... They're going to try and have him jump Leclerc here. That too early for a one-stopper, though. Wonder if that's too early for a one-stopper. Norris is pitted, Ocon is pitted. So if they can run Ricciardo longer in front of Perez, that's going to be good for Ricciardo. So I'm expecting to see Leclerc come in this lap. Wow, Hamilton's right on his butt. Thinking 24 to 27 pit, that's probably... Will the mediums last to the end of the race there? Oh, Verstappen's come in. Well, you're right, it's 24, so you're right there, QR. Oh, I missed the bullshit tire graph. That's a terrible pit. That might have cost him the lead. He's going to have to an absolute amazing opening lap. This is not good for him to be stuck behind these two. That screwed him. They're going to let Verstappen pass Perez right now. He really got done not getting out in front of Ricciardo. That's kind of really screwed his race. So, can Verstappen get Ricciardo here? Oh, Verstappen's coming back. Oh, Ricciardo pitted. That's actually helped Verstappen a lot. My stream is just frozen. That's actually massively helped Verstappen there. Bottas was too far behind. Verstappen got in front of Bottas. Wow, so that radio was actually Toto Wolff talking to the to race control. That's awesome. We get that radio, and I think he's correct. I think Mazepin cost him the position. So, Perez still needs to pit. Russell, Raikkonen, Bottas has pitted. Perez is currently... Well, Perez is borderline staying in front of Ricardo. I think that Red Bull's very lucky to have got out of that. Very lucky to have got out of that. They've still got position. All right, Perez is pitted. He's coming out behind Ricardo. Excellent. Come on, Dan. I like Perez as well, but I want Dan to get as many points as possible. Well, Perez has come out behind Russell. Okay, so I'm sure they're sending Raikkonen longer, so Ricardo needs to try and get past Raikkonen, or he's just going to get Perez right on his butt again. Yeah, that's a P7, but that's without pitting, I believe. Oh, wait, no, he has pitted. That's actually a race position P7. He has pitted. He pitted under the safety car. While I do think he'll have to run, and I think he's only got mediums on, I do think he'll have to run another pit. That is actually race position. Bottas going to get past him? No, okay. Come on, Dan. Oh, Dan gets past Raikkonen. Excellent. This is good. Managing an issue. So Alonso's not having fun with his engine right now. Perez has done a really fast first sector. Oh, Russell just pitted. Okay, so Russell pitted again. Damn it, I thought it was going to go a bit longer before that pit. Perez is about to overtake Raikkonen. Ricardo is going slower than Leclerc. Okay, so I don't think he's going to catch Leclerc, at least to start with. So they're actually all pretty close, so it all depends now who can make their tyres last. It's very hard to overtake on this, though. Oh, Vettel just holds the outside line. And then takes Giovinazzi. Well done, Vettel. That's more like the driver we used to know. Shit, Ricardo's... Oh. Yeah, he's... Oh, he's about 0.8 of a second behind Leclerc. So he's not going to catch Leclerc. Hamilton has just done fastest lap. He's still 3.5 seconds behind, though. I think they are closing the gap. Oh, shit. Hamilton's already taken a second off him. That is a fast lap. I don't know if Hamilton's saving his tyres. Or Verstappen's saving his tyres. He's done 1.5 seconds quicker than Verstappen on that last lap. Oh, Perez is right up Ricciardo's ass. I think he might get him. Right up the ass of Ricciardo. I think Perez will get him on the pit straight. He's very close. Yeah, I think Perez should be able to do it. If he can get Ricciardo on the pit straight, which he should be close enough to do, he's very close. He's definitely got the speed to, I think, catch Leclerc. Yeah, he would have the speed to catch Leclerc at least get 4th place. On Dan, like, I do want Perez to go well, but Dan's my driver. Right on Ricciardo, though. It'd be great if you could fend off Perez. I mean, if it's one of the few tracks he should be able to. Well, not should. He has a chance to be able to. It is very hard to overtake on. But I guess that's the thing. If he can hold him off long enough that it actually kind of destroys Perez's tires, then he can do it. Because Perez is going to have... Tires are going to be struggling more because he's in the dirty air. Wow, Hamilton's really caught him. Bottas is not got the speed, sorry, buddy. Oh no, Bottas actually just went fastest in the first sector. Maybe he's turning it up. Yeah, they're definitely telling to push now. Yeah, I think it's going to be very hard for the Mercedes to get past on this track. And the longer he's behind, the worse his tire's going to get, and the extra lap grip will disappear quickly the longer he's behind Verstappen. Exactly, like Bottas, like he should be with him. Should be right on their ass and creating problems, but where is he? Like it's really unfortunate because he's a talented driver. Right now, he is lapping the same speed as Verstappen. Actually, a little bit less. Same speed as Hamilton. That's not good enough to be catching. Obviously, Hamilton's being held up by Verstappen, so. Ricardo's still holding off Perez. So Norris has just got past Raikkonen. That's good for McLaren. I must say, I think Ricardo's really picked up this race. Like, he's struggled. But I think he's racing really well this week, and maybe he's finally turning the corner in this new car. Ha! See what I did there. That Mazepin in front again. That was easy for Norris. Oh, Perez is still up Ricardo's ass, and Hamilton's dropped back a touch. Wonder if he's wanting to save his tyres for a bit. Only a touch though. Exactly, he's putting pressure behind, but he's dropped off a little bit. I'm wondering if he wants to try and save the tyres a bit more and then have another go. Because he's going to struggle sitting in that dirty air the whole race. Mazepin's getting in the way again. Oh no, that was Giovinazzi. Or Raikkonen. I wouldn't be surprised if he's trying to save the tyres a little bit to have more of an attack late in the race when Verstappen's tyres are a bit worse. Right on Ricciardo's ass. Times is Vettel pitted now? Well, Bottas just did a fastest first sector. He needs to keep these coming though so he can catch up. Chris has got to be getting so pissed being stuck behind the McLaren. Oh, excuse me. 26 laps to go. Yeah, he's definitely pushing again. Be interesting to see because they are saying that the one stopper is really on the brink of the tyres. It'd be interesting to see if like the tyres just go that badly that they have to do the second stop. Come on, Dad. Come on, Dan. Yeah, I think that was at Silverstone. If I remember that, I remember there was Sainz one went, Hamilton's went. I think he ended up just crawling over the line with a bung tire, if I remember correctly. Bottas went as well. That's just bad air. That was the air screwing with the aerodynamics of the car and just lost downforce. Maybe even to the fact that he's lost so much being so close that the tires have given up a little bit as well. Whoa! Interesting. Gonna have to be a ginormous lap for Verstappen and a massively quick pit. Oh, you know what they're doing? Yeah, they're gonna leave Bottas out. Do they leave it out in the hope that he can stay ahead? I think they're gonna have to pit. But if they do pit, Bottas could easily just maybe hold it out. And not responding. Oh. Yeah. I don't think that's a big enough gap. I don't think that's a big enough gap. Damn, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, they can't pit him now or they lose position. I want to see this lap difference. 1.1 seconds quicker than Verstappen. Perez has closed up on Ricciardo again. Man, this could be interesting. At this rate, they'll catch on the last lap. If that's the fact, if that's the case, then that's a Red Bull win. There's very little chance you'll be able to overtake on the last lap. But it all really depends on how good Verstappen's tyres stay. It definitely is an edge of your seat. Perez is right on Ricciardo's ass again. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Yeah, Red Bull has to stay out there. Red Bull are just hoping that back markers slow up Hamilton quite a bit here. Oh, damn it. Look, look. Nice try, Ricciardo. That was a long time to hold him out. Well, Ricciardo pitted, Sainz pitted. Are the tyres that bad? Not a fan of this Ricciardo pit. That's going to put him behind Norris? So in ninth? Yeah, in eighth. So is everyone going to have to do a two-stopper? Because if that's the case, not too bad for Ricciardo, but if everyone else is going to stay out, that's kind of really fucked up the points for him. Ooh. Although Verstappen does tend to complain quite a bit in the car, so it may not be as bad as what he's saying. Wow, so Hamilton's currently running 1.8 seconds faster than Verstappen. Holy shit, that's a terrible pit. So Norris is right up Ocon's ass, and Ricciardo's closing on Norris. So if they can get past Ocon, then it's probably oh. Every once in a while, the telecast changes to a shot, and it's frozen. I think, oh, this car just stopped on the track. Yeah, Bottas needs to put on the pressure. It's a chance for him to win if he puts on the pressure. If not, if Hamilton closes up on him, they're just going to tell him to let Hamilton pass. Come on, Dan. Science is right up. Oh, wait. Ricardo overtook. I think. Okay, I think McLaren let Ricardo through. Ricardo is. Oh, Sainz got past Norris. Wonder if Norris is going to have to pit soon. I mean, he's about. Hamilton's about 1.5 seconds faster than Verstappen every lap. But Bottas is about half a second slower than Verstappen. Yeah. See, Bottas needs to fast, or he wouldn't have to just let Hamilton through. Come on, Ricardo, can you get past Ocon? Come on. Damn. Sainz is right up Ricardo's ass now. Come on, Dan. Come on, Dan. Yes. Good work, Dan. Here he goes. Yeah, it really was. Like, and he's only got himself to blame, unfortunately. So Bottas really stuffed Hamilton up there. Bottas is pitting. Yeah, Bottas is going to go for fastest lap, I think. Although Hamilton, I'm sure, will do his best to keep go for fastest lap just to catch with Verstappen. I think he will too. I think unless he picks up, he's not. When you got George Russell breathing down your neck, who had a race in the Mercedes last year and did a great job. Um, I I don't think he's doing enough to keep that position. I mean, Russell would have beaten him in that race last year. So I think he will lose his seat as well. I think they'll give it to George Russell at the end of this year. I mean, George Russell is strong, and if he has the same kind of speed he did in the Mercedes last year, probably going to be a better number two. Exactly, and that might be also strategically the best thing to do. You get Russell in there for a few years with Hamilton. You know, learn off Hamilton, develop. By the time Hamilton's ready to retire, you have that person ready to go, be the top driver. Um, Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Bottas can be that person. Um, and also Bottas, I think, is also too old for them to want to keep him. I think they want that next driver. I think that's why they're banking on Russell. That's the way I see it playing out. I mean, they may make him run another year, like they might keep him for another year, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think they're going to get enough out of Bottas. Especially if Perez gets up to speed with that Red Bull, and he's similar speeds to Verstappen, maybe not as quick, but similar speeds. Bottas is not going to be near them. And that'll be the kicker. That'll be the time they go, all right, that's enough. So if by the end of this season Perez is up and staying with Hamilton and Verstappen, or at least within a range to create a problem in pit stop strategy, that will be the last straw. That will be Bottas gone. If Bottas can't also be in that position. Right now, they're just lucky that they don't have that second Red Bull up in that fight, and they haven't had it yet. But I think Perez is going to get there. Carter's keeping Sainz behind, but Sainz is right up his butt. Oh, Bottas did get past Leclerc. How many laps? So we've got 9 laps left. How far is Hamilton? Oh, shit, Hamilton's only 3 seconds behind. I think This is going to be very hard for Verstappen to hold him out. It all depends on how much he's been holding these tyres. If he's held enough life in the tyres that he can... That's the only hope he got. If he's been on the edge, then yeah, Red Bull have no chance. He absolutely is. Oh. I mean, Hamilton has been pushing on those tyres. Perez is pitted. Oh, he'll be far enough ahead of Ricardo. I wonder if Perez is going to go for fastest lap. Sainz has dropped off a bit off Ricardo. That's good. 1.3 seconds behind Hamilton is now. Holy crap. That's a long time to hold him out. Oh, Russell. 0.6 behind Alonso. Might be able to get a point. He might be able to pass Alonso and get a point. I'd love to see that. Come on, Russell. Oh. I'd love to see him get the points as well. I don't think Verstappen... Yeah. I don't think Verstappen's going to hold him out. I think he's already lost the position. Yep, there we go. They should have pitted. Like, I understand why they didn't, because Bottas would have had position, but Bottas hasn't been driving fast enough. Be a worry. Absolutely a butt clinching type of race. They should have pitted him. Like, I think they were worried about that position that Bottas would have, and yes, he would absolutely have had that position, but he was just not racing fast enough. I think Verstappen would have been able to pass him. Yep. Softs. And sides are still up Ricciardo's butt. Did Russell pit? Russell's down in 15th. What happened to Russell? Man, I want to know what happened to Russell. He was right up his butt and now he's down in 15th. He did pit? Oh, okay. Look at this. Look at these backmarkers. They're just all in a race together. Did he pit though? Because all those guys were already close. I don't think he pitted. He can't have pitted because he's only 4 seconds behind Alonso. He didn't pit. I think he must have attempted an overtake and ran wide and the others went past. He kind of got nudged. Yeah. He was pushed off the road. I could see that as a way to get around that. Three more laps. Hamilton's got it. Unless, like, the tires explode or something. Yeah, exactly. It's not the first time we've seen that. Yeah, Mercedes were able to do that because Perez wasn't close enough. I think Perez had a terrible start. I mean, Ricciardo got up into fifth. Fifth? Yeah. Starting from seventh. So I think if Perez didn't have a terrible start, he would have been up closer. I think it would have been a lot different. I mean, he's racing as quick as the guys up front. It'll be so much more interesting, I think, when Perez is up close as well, because then it just comes down to like the strategy risk that Mercedes did this time wasn't really a risk. They're either going to get second and third still, or they could possibly get first. Yeah, I think Hamilton. I'd say Hamilton. My second would be Ricciardo, because only for the fact that he's picked up his game from previous races, and he held a lot of people off for a long time. He's still holding off Sainz. He held Perez off. So that'd be my two choices. But I think Hamilton with that drive. But if Perez had a better start and was up there, they wouldn't have had that option. That's what Red Bull really need right now, is that second driver. And I'm sure they understand Perez is not going to be up there at the start, ready to go, first time in the car. I think they're going to have to understand it's a few races. But even then, like, he's doing a better job than Albon did, and he's doing a better job than Gasly did, and a better job than Kvyat did. So, a few more races. I think it'll be very interesting. Final lap. This is Hamilton's. Unless his engine decides to seize up, which I doubt. Checkered flag. Like Checo's pink Mercedes, exactly. Come on, Dan. I want you to keep your sixth position. A really good finish for McLaren in sixth and eighth. Was a good race. It was a really good race. And it's a race that you can see the possibilities. Once Perez is up there, it's going to be very interesting racing, because it's going to be, the strategy calls are going to have a lot more risk associated to them when that second Red Bull's up in the fight as well. Right now, they've just got free reign at that choice. That fourth, sixth, sorry. And Ricciardo wasn't overtaken, which is great. Absolutely. Two things. The Mercedes strategy won it because they had free reign to run that strategy. Once that second Red Bull's up there, they wouldn't have been able to make that choice. If Perez was right behind Bottas, then they wouldn't have made that call. They wouldn't have made that call, because that would have put him behind a Red Bull, and they wouldn't have made that call. And the Red Bull would not have given up position. So, to me, it's the possibility of what's to come. A clean race, the strategy got it, but the possibility of what's to come once that second Red Bull's up there with them, it's going to make some very interesting racing. Look, he tries his best, but he just needs that solid second driver. I mean, Hamilton, a great driver as he is, he has a number two driver that can create those possibilities for him because of the possibilities. So yeah, it's great driver, but it's because he's had a number 2 driver that's close enough to create problems for the other teams. Exactly. And Verstappen's got to be pissed. Close this down. Is that working now? Oh, it is working now. It wasn't working to start with. Okay, that's working now. Alrighty. But I'm going to leave it there, QR. It's time for me to get some sleep. It's almost 1 a.m. Actually, when's the next race? Next race is... Wait. Monaco's next. Monaco is next. I misread it because it's... Okay, it doesn't show the old tracks. I just kind of went past. Upcoming races. This one. Monaco is next. So we are going to Monaco in 2 weeks' time. So we have 2 weeks, 3 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time, we are going to Monaco. We're going to see a Monaco race. Looking forward to that. QR, thanks for coming and hanging out. I'm so glad your training went well and the new product is awesome. Fingers crossed, work goes great for you and life goes awesomer. I'll catch you later, man. Thank you for coming and hanging out, as always.